Hello, dear children and grandchildren. I have some power tools to show you today. Let's see what's inside. Isn't this pretty? This is our first item. This is a handheld sander. It's made by a company called Makita. This is made by a company called Chicago. This is a sanding area here, and it is driven by a motor that's inside here. It is extremely well made. Extremely well made. Now, there's not very many buttons on this. This is not a button. This is a part of the unit, and it is on both sides. And underneath it are parts that make the unit operate. This is a screw which tightens the sandpaper that is on here. The sandpaper goes around this way and into here, and this tightens this so that it doesn't flop. We don't want anything that flops. Okay, now then, the button that makes this operate is right here, and it goes this way and this way. It turns it on and off. When it's down, it's off. When it's forward, it's on. And it must be plugged in to a wall socket, just like you would plug in a lamp. if you had a lamp that you wanted to light, you would plug it in using this. If you want this to operate, you would use this and you would plug it in to an electrical outlet. And it would run very, very nicely. And it is, some people might say it's very small to be a sander. And that is correct. It is small because it is for detailed work. Fine work where you would want to direct it easily back and forth, left and right, and so on. This is also a portion of the control for the sandpaper that will make the sandpaper stay nice and flat against the saw body. Now, one of the things that probably would be wise for you to do if you were to use this would be to wear a pair of gloves. It's not particularly dangerous, but you want to keep your hands away from this. Even if you have gloves on, you want to keep it away from the sanding. I have used this in many occasions where I wanted to do some fine work. Not great big extensive work like I was sanding a floor or something like that. But I used this when I made a piece of furniture, small furniture, even like a small set of chairs and a table for a young person. And when I was finished doing the heavy work in making the table, I wanted to sand it off so it would be nice and smooth so I could then coat it with varnish. And this was very, very appropriate for that kind of a job, for fine work. Let's say, just for instance, let's say that I wanted to build this toolbox, and I wanted to be careful that these edges here were nice and smooth so that when I put this lid down, like this, it would fit very nicely along this seam. And so I would take this, I would turn it on, and I would very carefully run it along the edge like this, so that it was nice and smooth. Does that make sense? Well, it works very well. Works very well. And then when the lid goes down, I have a nice, smooth seam where the lid meets the body of the box. I'm going to have a drink of Coke. Is yours good? You have a drink too. Ah. Thank you for joining me today. I really enjoyed showing you these power tools.